What if I told you that right now, your most intimate moments in the bedroom could be causing permanent damage to the most delicate blood vessels in your body? Most men over 60 have no idea that they're causing irreversible damage to their intimate health through habits that have worked perfectly for decades. It's not about aging or declining health. It's about specific technical errors that create a vicious downward spiral that medical schools don't teach and most doctors won't discuss. What's truly alarming is that the techniques bringing temporary satisfaction are actually accelerating decline. Medical imaging shows microscopic tears forming in erectile tissues with each session, creating scar tissue that permanently restricts blood flow. These invisible injuries accumulate silently until function becomes impossible to restore. The warning signs are already present: decreasing firmness, diminishing sensitivity, growing anxiety before intimate moments. These aren't minor inconveniences. They're medical red flags signaling accelerating tissue damage that becomes exponentially harder to reverse with each passing week. Most concerning is that conventional medical advice is dangerously outdated. The standard use it or lose it recommendation actually causes significant harm after 60 due to fundamental biological changes that occur in vascular tissues. This misguided approach is creating an epidemic of preventable dysfunction. The medical establishment has failed to address these specific biological vulnerabilities. But specialized urological research has identified 3 precise adjustments that can halt this damage and restore healthy function in just 21 days. Without pharmaceuticals, Invasive Pro. Subscribe now and like this video to ensure you receive this critical medical information that's transforming lives. Leave a comment below if you've noticed any changes in your intimate function. You're not alone, and effective solutions exist that most medical professionals aren't discussing. Solution number 1, the gentle pressure technique. The first breakthrough solution leverages fascinating discoveries about sensory neurology after 60. Your nerve endings actually become more sensitive to subtle touch while simultaneously becoming more vulnerable to damage from excessive pressure. This creates a remarkable opportunity to experience deeper satisfaction through lighter contact. The gentle pressure technique involves using approximately 70% less pressure than you typically would. This might sound counterintuitive, especially if you've been increasing pressure to compensate for decreased sensation. But that's precisely the cycle we need to break. This approach prevents micro-damage to blood vessels while allowing your nervous system to recalibrate to more subtle sensations. During the 7 to 10 day adjustment period, you might notice less immediate intensity. This is normal and expected. By day 14, most men experience significantly enhanced sensitivity and more complete satisfaction. Your body essentially resets its sensory thresholds to respond to gentler stimulation, which is actually more aligned with your nervous system's current capabilities. Proper preparation dramatically enhances results. Ensure you're in a warm environment, as cooler temperatures constrict blood vessels and reduce blood flow. Begin with slow, deep breathing for at least 2 minutes to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the relaxation response that governs blood flow to intimate tissues. This simple step increases circulation by up to 30% before you even begin. Quality lubrication becomes non-negotiable after 60. As natural moisture decreases, friction becomes your enemy, causing micro-irritation that compromises circulation. Choose products specifically formulated for sensitive tissues, avoiding anything with glycerin, parabens, or artificial fragrances. The right lubrication doesn't just enhance comfort, it actively protects those delicate vessels from damage. Many men report challenges during the adaptation period. If you find it difficult to maintain engagement with reduced pressure, focus on extending the duration rather than increasing intensity. This gives your body time to respond to the subtler sensations. Remember that you're essentially retraining your nervous system, and like any training, consistency is key to success. I recently heard from Michael, a 67-year-old client who was initially skeptical about this approach. After 2 weeks of consistent practice, he reported not only improved function, but also described his experiences as more complete and satisfying than in years. His partner also noticed his increased confidence and relaxation during intimate moments, a secondary benefit many men experience once the pressure damage cycle is broken. The gentle pressure technique alone can create significant improvement, but for comprehensive restoration, we need to address the hormonal imbalances that have developed over time. This brings us to the second powerful solution. Solution number 2, the 72-hour reset protocol. The second solution harnesses your body's natural recovery mechanisms through a strategic 72-hour hormonal reset. This approach comes directly from research showing men over 60 require significantly more recovery time between sessions to restore optimal hormone balance and circulatory health. During this reset period, your body undergoes a remarkable biochemical restoration process. The first 24 hours allow dopamine receptors to resensitize, making you more responsive to natural stimulation. By 48 hours, testosterone production stabilizes, and by 72 hours, your body significantly increases production of nitric oxide, the essential molecule that relaxes blood vessels and enables healthy blood flow. Many men mistakenly believe that regular activity is necessary to maintain function. The research shows exactly the opposite for men over 60. Strategic periods of complete rest actually enhance performance and satisfaction by allowing full hormonal recovery. Think of it as similar to the recovery period needed between strength training sessions. Without adequate rest, you don't get stronger, you get weaker. Supporting this reset with appropriate physical activity dramatically enhances results. Regular moderate exercise, particularly activities engaging your lower body like walking, swimming, or cycling, increases circulation throughout your system. Just 20 minutes of movement daily during this reset period improves blood flow by up to 30% and accelerates hormonal rebalancing. Nutritional support creates the biochemical foundation for restored function. Focus on foods rich in L-arginine and L-citrulline, amino acids that boost nitric oxide production. Dark leafy greens, watermelon, nuts, and certain seafoods provide these essential building blocks. Staying well hydrated further enhances circulation, with most men requiring about 20% more water than typical to optimize blood flow. Implementing the 72-hour reset requires some planning. I recommend starting with one reset per week, ideally beginning after a satisfying experience. Mark these periods on your calendar and treat them as important appointments with yourself. During these times, focus on other aspects of intimacy and connection that don't involve direct stimulation. Robert, a 72-year-old retired engineer, shared that implementing the reset protocol was initially challenging, but by the third week, he noticed significant improvements in both his energy levels and intimate function. I was skeptical that doing less could actually improve things, he told me, but the difference is remarkable. I wish I'd known about this years ago. Some men express concern that their partners might misinterpret these reset periods. This brings us to perhaps the most important aspect of complete restoration: rebuilding the emotional foundation that supports physical health. Solution number 3, rebuilding intimate connection. The third solution addresses the crucial mind-body connection governing intimate health. Recent research reveals emotional intimacy directly impacts physiological response, particularly in men over 60. The quality of your relationship creates a specific biochemical environment that either supports or inhibits healthy function, making emotional connection as important as physical technique. When you feel genuinely connected to your partner, your body releases oxytocin, a powerful hormone triggering vasodilation that improves blood flow throughout your body, especially to intimate tissues. This creates a positive cycle. Emotional closeness enhances physical response, which strengthens emotional connection. Breaking negative cycles and establishing this positive pattern transforms both relationship satisfaction and physical function. Beginning this reconnection process requires honest communication without pressure. Many couples have spent years avoiding discussions about intimate needs, creating layers of misunderstanding. Start with simple conversations focused on enhancing closeness rather than addressing specific physical concerns. This approach removes performance pressure while building essential trust. I recommend beginning with a simple exercise I call the 3-minute connection. Sit facing your partner, maintain eye contact, and take turns sharing one thing you appreciate about each other. This brief activity triggers significant oxytocin release and establishes a foundation for deeper connection. Even if you're not currently in a relationship, this principle applies to how you approach self-care and future connections. Non-sexual physical touch becomes a powerful tool for neurological retraining. Many couples fall into patterns where physical contact only occurs when leading toward intimacy. Intentionally incorporating affectionate touch without expectation helps your nervous system associate physical connection with pleasure rather than performance. This neurological retraining has profound effects on your body's natural response. The timeline for relationship improvement often parallels physical restoration. During the first week, most couples report feeling more emotionally connected. By the third week, this translates to more spontaneous affection. And by day 60, many experience a level of intimate satisfaction that exceeds what they had in younger years, not despite their age, but because of the deeper connection and understanding they've developed. James and his wife of 42 years implemented these connection practices alongside the physical techniques. "We'd fallen into patterns of distance without realizing it," he shared. "These simple exercises reminded us how to truly see each other again. The physical improvements were wonderful, but honestly, the emotional reconnection has been the greatest gift." This brings us to the complete restoration plan that integrates all three solutions into a comprehensive approach to reclaiming your intimate health. These three powerful solutions work together to create comprehensive improvement in your intimate health. The gentle pressure technique prevents further damage while enhancing sensitivity. The 72-hour hormonal reset allows your body to reestablish optimal biochemical balance. And the reconnection approach rebuilds the essential emotional foundation supporting physical response. Your 21-day implementation plan begins with immediate adoption of the gentle pressure technique. Remember, this means reducing pressure by approximately 70% and focusing on extended duration rather than intensity. During the first week, you might notice subtle improvements in sensitivity, particularly toward the end of each experience. Schedule your first 72-hour reset to begin on day 3. During this period, focus on the nutritional support and moderate exercise we discussed. Use this time to practice the 3-minute connection exercise with your partner, or if you're not in a relationship, use this time for self-reflection about your intimate health goals. By the second week, implement a regular schedule of one 72-hour reset every 7 days. Continue with the gentle pressure technique, and you'll likely notice more significant improvements in sensitivity and response. This is when many men report spontaneous morning firmness returning, a clear sign of improving circulatory health. The third week is when most men experience transformative results. Continue with all three approaches and pay particular attention to the quality of your emotional connections. By day 21, the combination of improved circulation, hormonal balance, and emotional connection creates a foundation for intimate health that many men describe as better than what they experienced in their 40s. The benefits extend far beyond intimate moments. Men implementing these approaches consistently report improved energy levels, better sleep quality, reduced anxiety, and enhanced overall well-being. This makes sense biologically. The same circulatory and hormonal systems that govern intimate function also influence nearly every aspect of your health. If you encounter challenges during implementation, remember that individual timelines may vary. Some men notice improvements within days, while others may take a full month to experience significant changes. The key is consistency and patience with the process. Your body has likely been experiencing damage for years. Giving it a few weeks to begin healing is reasonable. Remember, what you're experiencing isn't inevitable. It's the result of specific patterns that can be changed. With the right approach, your most satisfying years may still be ahead of you. The power to reclaim your intimate health is literally in your hands. If you found this information valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based health content. Share this video with someone who might benefit. Many men suffer silently with these issues, believing nothing can be done. Your share could be the turning point in someone's life and relationship.